Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the good senator from Frisco for his passionate remarks as it relates to those who are trapped in the cycle of human trafficking. The discussion that we had in committee was very compelling as it related to the DAs and the victims. That's why we passed the bill out of the Senate Judiciary with the amendments that have now been stricken by the House. So I would like to concur with the Senate, with the recommendation from the good senator from Frisco, that we do go to a conference committee to continue the dialogue, because the voice of the victim is very, very important. This bill is very, very important. You don't have to look far to see evidence of human trafficking. You can step outside of this Capitol and you can see people being trafficked from the RTD bus stop or from a light rail. But this is a very serious crime. And for us to remove that, to diminish it and lower it, when we heard from victims how hard it is when you're trapped into this situation, deserves our attention. Hundreds of people are trapped into this scenario. We heard from DAs and we heard from victims. They're asking for this, but yet it comes back to us saying no. And when you look at the balance of who's saying no and who's saying yes to this, very little. Maybe two people that showed up in at least the Senate Judiciary Committee. What's good about this, and the reason we wanted to move forward, is the statute of limitation, which the senator mentioned that's already intact, from 3 years to 20. And if you know anyone that is been sexually assaulted or who deals with the situation, it takes them a minute to report what has happened. And a lot of times our criminal justice system and those around are shamed and blamed for, why did you get tricked into doing this? We're trying to strengthen laws. We heard from a victim that her whatever you want to call it, pimp or whoever he was, he went to jail, he came back out, and he was doing the same thing. Because the laws are not strong enough to protect victims. So I am in total agreement that we move forward and concur, establish a conference committee so that we can further the discussion to elevate and advance the voices of victims who are trapped in this scenario.